Now let's move to the next filter. Our next filter is quick filter. So quick filter, somehow while explaining you guys the dimension filter and measure filter, we have performed quick filter. So quick filter is nothing but whenever we have added a dimension or a measure filter to a visualization, and we give an option to the user to manually perform the filtration and let the visualization dynamically change, let the number of records dynamically change based on the filter they have changed, then that filter is known as quick filter. We'll see it practically, although you have applied this. So over here, if you guys remember, we had been filtering these subcategories and quantities. So these are the quantity of the product sold based on each subcategory, and this was the filter we had added, which was related to some the profit generated by the product. So over here, when we will be giving this option to the user, so at user's end, this screen will look something like this. So whenever user sees this visualization, he is allowed to manually change these filters and let the visualization dynamically change. So giving the user an authority or an option to dynamically change the visualization by changing the filter values is nothing but quick filter. So whenever you are adding these filters over here, so whenever you are adding these filters, like maybe categorical or maybe discrete or numerical, like a filter over here, like now whenever I have added this filter, okay, and I'm right now this filter is in my pan, but when I show it to the user, this filter will not be visible. Now to make this filter available to the user, what I'll have to do is I'll go over here and I'll say show filter. So now this filter will be available to the end user when he'll see the visualization. Okay, so supposedly I am making it a single drop down. Okay, now when the user sees this, he has an option to select the category he wants. So this is known as quick filter, giving users an option to filter the data values dynamically, filter the data values, and based on that dynamically change the visualization is known as quick filter. So apart from category, if I would have been willing to also add a filter related to say profit, so I have added profit over here. It's giving me an option. So I would like to see all the products where the profit is at least $100. I've applied it. So I would like to give, as of now also this filter is applied although, but it is only applied, it is not being given to the user to perform manipulations. So when I say show filter, now this filter will be available to user as well. So when the user sees this filter, it will be something like this at his end. So he can change the categories over here if he would like to see which categories, subcategory products. Supposedly he would like to see only of say technology. So these are the products related to technology, and these in these also he would like to see all the products where profit is at least say 25,000, or maybe you can say at least 50,000. So based on the conditions we have given the data filters, so the product which is of category technology and which is giving a profit of at least say 50,000, I'll write it 50,000 over here. That is only one product, that is copiers. So based on these conditions, the user, like based on these quick filters, the user can dynamically change the visualization. So giving the user an opportunity to apply these filters on the go runtime whenever they are using dashboards, this is known as quick filters. And the option to giving quick filter is simply place the fields you would like to add as a filter, go over here and show them as a filter. I hope the filters are clear to everyone. Now let's move to the next filter. So our next filter is date filter. So if I would like to view my values, if I would like to view my records based on some date, so I can do that as well. Over here, I had been viewing my records based on category and sum of profit. Now, if I would not be willing to see them, filter them based on these filters, I would be willing to filter them based on some date. So what I can do is I add this order date. This order date is a date field, and I would like to view, suppose whenever I add this order field as which is a date field, I get all these options. it says me that what kind of filter would you like to add. Would you like to add a range of dates that you would like to see all the subcategory and their quantities sold based on a range of dates, or based on some years, based on some quarters, month, days of the week numbers, maximum, minimum, individual dates. You can give any kind of filter you want. I would be willing to give range of dates, so the user can select. So in my entire data set, the range of dates ranges from 3rd of January 16 to 30th of December 19. Okay. So I would like to view all the records as of now, and then when we'll apply the filter, we'll individually we'll change the dates and see the impact. Okay. So apart from adding the range of dates, we can also mention that if you would like to add only starting date, or if you would like to add a filter which has only ending date, or some special customized like all the dates, or some null dates if you want. But in our system we don't have any null dates, so we're not even using null dates, or some relative date. So supposedly on a year, like for previous years, if I am in supposedly 2019 or maybe 2020, the data set says. So if I would like to see data set of supposedly last 1 year, or maybe I would like to see it only of this year, so I can give what all condition data I would like to see. Okay, so relative date says this. I am using date range of dates over here. So let me give them a date range of 2019 only. Okay, so in 2019 I am viewing the data from 1st of January. I'm viewing it from 1st of January to 30th of December. Okay, applying it, and okay. Now I have added this date filter, and I'm going to show it. Okay, so right now it is showing me all the subcategories with the some quantity of products sold. So binders in the month of in the 2019, around 2000 binders were sold, around 1700 papers were sold. If I would like to check only for 30th of December itself, so in 2019, on 30th of December, that single day, the category of products sold were, so around 7 phones were sold, 7 binders were sold, 4 bookcases, 3 fasteners, and 2 applications. So in this way, you can customize your view. You can customize your visualization based on order dates. So whenever the end user wishes to check the stats of the data based on a range of dates, they can definitely do that using our date filters. So I hope till now all the filters are clear to you. Next, we'll see how to format the filters.